And now I'd like to call on Audrey Barnes, Director of the Department of Communications, to give you a short overview of the anniversary events. Audrey?
As the mayor said, we are thrilled to have every one of these seats filled out here as we celebrate Laurel's 150th anniversary. What a great night and the beginning of a really great year-long celebration. You know, there are so many things to celebrate about Laurel that we couldn't just have one event, give you a piece of cake and send you home. We have planned 36 events that will take you from January to December of 2020, and we hope you guys can get to every last one of them. Every month we'll have a different theme throughout the year. And I've asked a couple of people just to kind of stand up and help me with this when I say the name of their theme. For example, in February, Laurel is historic. So I want you to make sure you think about that. If you like things around history, that's your month. You're going to have lots of things to do in February. Laurel is inquisitive in March. So naturally, the Laurel Library, and I see Karen back there, the Laurel Library has some really neat things planned for March. The biggest one is they are hosting a citywide scavenger hunt that's going to take you from one side of Laurel to the other. Places you never thought were here, that you never knew about. That's coming up for you in March. In April, Laurel is green. Laurel is green in April. Now, our actual anniversary is April 4th of 2020. So the Laurel Historical Society is holding a sesquicentennial soiree. Can you guys say that? Sesquicentennial soiree. All right, so that's going to be something that's coming up in April when Laurel is green. Laurel is festivals in May, so we know you guys will all be planning to go to the Main Street Festival this year. It's going to be extra special because we are celebrating our 150th anniversary. Laurel is playful in June, and they have a ton of events planned for you in June. Laurel's playful. So is Bob Mignon back there in the corner. Thank you for that, Bob. We appreciate that. And if you know anything about Laurel, you know that in July, Laurel is patriotic. So plan on being at our 4th of July festivities this year. They will be bigger and better than ever. In August, Laurel is entertaining. So you'll be able to take in an outdoor movie put on by our Department of Parks and Recreations. The Laurel Board of Trade has its back to school event, so that's all happening in August. Now, in September, Laurel is inclusive, and this is the one I'm so proud of. Who's got my inclusive sign? Yes. Laurel is inclusive, and on September 26th of 2020, Laurel will be holding its first ever multicultural festival. We are going to celebrate all the places that people who live in Laurel now hail from. And we're going to have a parade of nations. The children will be dressed up in costumes from their homes. All the big events are happening at Emancipation Park and McCullough Field. It is going to be fantastic. The actual name of that event is Celebrate Laurel Today, a 150th birthday bash. So you'll definitely want to save that date, September 26th. Plan to be there for Celebrate Laurel Today. It is going to be fantastic. Now, as we move on to April, Laurel is creative. Of course we are. We're very creative. And we have found, October, Laurel is creative. Yes. And we found a very creative place to bury our time capsule this year and some very creative things to put in it. So you'll want to keep your eye open. It's all in the passport book. For you to come and see what's happening in October. And then, of course, in November, Laurel's thankful. So we have some things, including a big food drive for Laurel's that we're going to do in November. And in December, Laurel is home. And this is home for all of us. And we love being here. So we're going to celebrate it. So can everybody stand up and just see, look at all the themes that we have for you. Everybody who has a little sign. These are all the things that we're going to be celebrating about Laurel this year. It's going to be a fantastic year filled with lots of fun. And that's really just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah. Thank you, helpers. A couple of things I wanted to point out to everybody who's here tonight. Do not leave here without your event guide. because this event guide is the key to all 36 of those events that will be happening all over the city. We put the dates, the times, the locations. We even have a map to kind of guide you throughout the city, maneuver your way around. So definitely do not leave here without your event guide tonight. But really, the center of our whole year-long celebration is this specially designed anniversary passport. Every event that we planned is in here, all 36 of them. And this is going to be such a great keepsake. You cannot have mine. But as you go to these different events, you will meet some of our ambassadors in their yellow vests, and they will stamp those events for you. And those who attend the most events by the end of the year will be eligible for some really, really great prizes. So make sure you get your anniversary passport and then attend our events. Get your passport stamped, and you'll be eligible for those prizes at the end of the year. And when you arrive tonight, and I think the mayor has also mentioned the anniversary ambassadors, all you anniversary ambassadors, stand up and be recognized tonight. These are the friendly faces, some of them, yes. And we had a meeting last week, and there was probably about 5 times that many. You'll see these ambassadors at every event. They'll have a table set up to stamp your passports for you, give you information, and things like that, and just be greeters for you, so you can look for them as the friendly faces at our different events. Now, here's what you really need to know. The very first passport event where you can get your passport book stamped is February 2nd at the Laurel History Museum. They are opening their fabulous exhibit. It's called Unpacking Laurel's Past, 150 Years on Display. So plan to be there for opening night, but don't worry if you can't, because that event runs all year. Is that correct, Ann? It runs all year, so you can get in there, but it'll be fun to be there on opening night. That's February 2nd. That's the first day you can get an official passport stamp. So our theme, our overall motto for this year is we're celebrating Laurel's past. We're also going to celebrate the progress that we made, and then we're going to look forward to the future, a promise of the future. So enjoy it. If there's anything we can do, if you need any information, our anniversary website is 150.cityoflaurel.org. It is packed with information. And we want to give a special thanks to our webmaster, James Cornwell Shield. He did a fabulous job building that website from scratch. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Don't forget to get this is called an event guide. You want to have one of those, and you especially want to get your anniversary passport. Enjoy.